Hello. Because vegetables take weeks to grow, or more often months, there are a lot of videos out there that tell only half a story. You watch the planting, at which point the video ends, and you have no idea how the vegetables turned out. Or you see the vegetables being harvested, but you don't see them being planted. I have covered this here at Home Grown Veg in my How to Grow Start to Finish series. Just search on HGV How to Grow Start to Finish, adding the name of the vegetable you're interested in, and if I've grown it, you should find it. The video I'm shooting today is a midpoint grow video. The vegetables have been growing for a few months, but they are not quite ready to harvest, and this is a sort of growing snapshot. Now then, what's it going to be today? Let's take a look. Today we are going to be looking at leeks growing in buckets. Hello. If you cast your mind back to the beginning of the year, when we were all planting our early potatoes in buckets, can you remember that I also suggested that you should sow some leeks? These are just some of them growing in this yoghurt pot. Can you remember that? And the plan was, when we harvested those early potatoes, that the leeks that we'd sown would be about this big, and we would recharge that soil back into the bucket, probably with some onion fertiliser or bloodfish and bone added to put some spark back into it, and we would plant up some of these leeks into the soil that had just delivered early potatoes. How good is that? Two vegetables, one bucket, same soil, same growing year, crop rotation in a pot. Will it work? Well, I've done it before, and there's no reason why it shouldn't work again and again and again, provided you look after your soil, provided you get your timing right, provided we get some weather, some growing weather. So this is a snapshot in that growing cycle, in that plan, and I'm going to show you the leeks that I potted up about a month ago. And I did it a month ago because a month ago is when I started taking early potatoes. So I had the empty bucket, I had the soil, I had the fertiliser, I had the leeks. Plan was coming together. Right, let me move these small leeks out of the way and let me move the other leeks into the shot. Okay, this is a leek called Leon. Leon is a place name in France, so we're going to christen this leek the Frenchman. So this is the Frenchman. They're looking quite tall, they're looking quite healthy, they're looking as though they probably need supported, and when I take them back out of the greenhouse, when I've finished this shoot, I will try and get some support around them, probably rocket sticks, I don't know, whatever I can find, I'll try and support the Frenchman. But hey, the Frenchman's looking good, isn't he? I think he is. I think it's the first time I've grown this particular variety of leek. And there are 5 in this bucket, and I've got various buckets with 7, 10, I've got all kinds, a dozen, and these are only small buckets, they're only 10 inch, and you may say, well, that's an awful lot of leeks in a small bucket, it'll never hold water. Sorry, I had to throw that one in. Yeah, that's an awful lot of leeks in a small bucket, it'll never hold water. But hey, check this out. These were 10 leeks that I harvested some years ago from just a small bucket like this. Check this out, and we'll bring the other pot of leeks, the other bucket of leeks into the shot. Okay, that was the Frenchman. This is a leek called Musselburgh. Musselburgh is a place name in Scotland. We're going to call this leek the Scotsman. Not the Scotchman. Scotch is whiskey. I've been told that a number of times before. This is the Scotsman, and this is Musselburgh. Musselburgh's looking a bit more sturdy than the Frenchman. But hey, we've got an international going on here. We've got an international. We've got the Frenchman. We've got the Scotsman. It's an international. Now we'll grow these leeks on, and at some stage we'll take them. And whether we take them individually and whether we take them all at once is a decision to be made later. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to growing these leeks on and having a bit of fun with them. So let's see how this turns out. And hey, let me know if you took that advice I gave you earlier in the year. Have you got some leeks? Have you got them in your buckets in the soil that grew potatoes in earlier in the year? And if you haven't, and I know I've given you this advice before, if you haven't got any leek plants, go to your garden centre. If they've got any veg in there, chances are they've got some leeks in there. Split them off, plant them up in the soil you've already used for potatoes, throw a slack handful of fertiliser in there, and hey, you've nothing to lose, have you? You've nothing to lose. And in the autumn of the year, hopefully, we're going to be eating these leeks. The Scotsman and the Frenchman. Come on, let's do it. Home grown veg. Okay, so this is Home Grown Veg signing out. But before I do, I'll tell you this. I will give you a link on the end of this video that'll take you to the video that shows that bucket delivering 10 leeks. It was unbelievable. I never ever imagined I could grow so many leeks in a small bucket. But I did, and I videoed it, and I'm going to show it to you. So click on the link, watch that video, I think you'll enjoy it. This is Home Grown Veg, signing out.